No, they were here.
Oh,
They were
okay.
here,
I just
so
didn't
they're
know
saying
what
I
was
said
going on.
yes to them.
Okay.
One, two, three.
Must be.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the emergency meeting. It is July 17th. It is now 9:11 and I'm open the meeting at 9:11. Can I have a motion to open the meeting at 9:11 p.m.?
So moved. Second.
Carol's first. We need a second. All those in favor? Motion carries 7-0. So emergency exit is noted. Pledge allegiance. Done pledge allegiance. So we're waiving at this point in time. So we have one action item, which is to address the syntax contract. Can I have a motion regarding agenda item 2A1, please? Winnie's first.
Second.
Chris is second. Any questions or comments? And I'll go around this way. Megan, do you have any questions or comments first, and I'll go around?
My question is regard the difference between proceeding with the annual communications package in addition to the supplemental services, or if we could do the annual communications package without the supplemental services? Because it seems as though we're setting like an upper limit and we're gonna pay for what we use. And maybe it doesn't matter then, maybe we do just agree on the upper limit of the $95,000 agreement. I just want to make sure that we're actually using all of the services that are included. That's, I guess, my question too.
Yes, we are using all of the services that are listed. With the supplemental services, they do come to the district, to district events. They assist with the district newsletters, which are published quarterly here in the district. And they do produce some news videos, particularly with students throughout the district. And they always have a representative in attendance at the board meetings.
Okay, so last year we did use both
Yes.
the baseline and the supplement.
Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
Carol, any questions yet?
I actually don't. I reviewed the packet and I'm comfortable moving forward.
Chris, do you have any questions at all?
No.
When do you have any questions or comments?
Yeah, I think in the interest of, looking at finances and the fragile state we're in right now, I would support the annual communication package and not the supplemental package, just so everybody understands the annual communication package is almost $48,000. The upper level supplemental service is $32,500. We have, they're doing the district website, which is almost $7,000, and this is gonna be their last year doing websites. I think it's in the best interest of the district to hire, to move forward and get an IT director, for the board to consider. That's what I would like to see so that we can, have them work all year and be prepared to take it over. I'm saying include the website now, but be prepared to take it over for next year rather than just coming in hot, like last minute. So I would support just the annual communication package.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Oh, sure.
So in response to the website, our IT personnel are looking into the smart site, which is connected with our Parent Square. So there have been several meetings that have been held, and the plan is to launch June 2026 when this expires.
So
2025, June
2025.
2025, yes.
Well, that would be, because I did see that Syntax owns everything on the website, so does that put us in a vulnerable situation that we won't have access to those things, or how does that work?
We'll have access and
To the
we'll,
archive
yes.
things and everything like that?
yes, we'll be able to retrieve whatever materials or resources that are on the website to transfer
So it has to be
to the
transferred.
new host.
Up to is there a cutoff date?
Um,
Meaning like is after June 20, whatever the deadline was, you said in June the 25th, is it not available on Syntax anymore for the new person to access?
Oh, no,
Or is it just not
Syntax,
live?
yeah, just not live.
Okay.
And they've been a great partner in working with us and great courtesies and extensions for whatever services we need. and also whatever services we need to transfer, we'll have access to those items.
Do we have that in writing, Dr. Talbot? That in fact that we will have access to?
They did send a letter explaining the process. I will refer back to the letter and
Okay.
see if it's in there. If not, we can ask them to get it to us.
Thank you.
On the last page of this, it states that it's the responsibility of the district to download and or copy any information it wishes to migrate from its existing website with syntax.
Yeah, right.
The new website server. So that's just saying that right now it's on their server and we just, if we want any of it, we have to download it.
Okay, if I could just say one last
But
thing.
how much time?
I just want to say that I think that, we have a lot of consultants. I would like to see, and it's hard to oversee third parties, consulting. So I would like to see an IT director, and eventually move away from Landover, have an IT director, and then limit what Syntax does. That's it.
Carolyn, do you have any comments?
I just agree that, the annual communications package at 47 grand seems more within our budget than the supplemental. So I support that.
Leslie, any comments?
No.
So, one thing that I do have to say that, there's a certain percentage that is aidable, right? And I know it's not a lot, and Dr. Talbot can remind me of the exact figure. So that's one thing. I think that, I have no problem looking to see in terms of an IT director. But I also think that we have to look at our budget and see what that entails in our budget and where that can come in. So for me, I'm in support of having Syntax stay for one more year. I'm also in support of looking at what other options that we have. So I'm in support of leaving the contract as is, but also looking at what else do we want to do? Is there another company that we want to go to? Do we want to do IT? What will be the role of IT? How will they manage this? What will they do? So I think I'm looking for that as well. I also think that if there's any really major concerns that we look at and we find along the way, and we feel that we want to just do one portion but not the other portion, we do have 30 days to give a notice to say that
Yes.
we're not going to go forward. So for me right now, I'm in support of approving them for the year, knowing that I do have 30 days to say that we want to, we no longer want to use you. But more importantly, I think there's so many important things that are currently being worked on by Syntax
We would lose them.
that we would, I don't want to be in jeopardy of the school calendar not coming out on time. Like our photos have not been updated. There's things that are current on the website that have not been updated. But more importantly, like we do the internal work of the calendar, not we, but the cabinet does, the district does. But then Syntax is responsible for formatting, making it look nicer, and sending it out. So if that gets stalled, then at this point in time, it's going to be a delay. I know last year there was a huge issue in terms of the calendar getting out on time. And one thing that we were very committed on, and I say we because Dr. Talbot shared with us this, that was her commitment was to get the calendar out earlier this year. And so for me, I would like to go forward with Syntax for the year and then really look deeper. And we're talking about if we remove something that we're not going to support from the contract, how are we going to support it in our district for this year? Who's going to be responsible for that aspect of it? So for me, that's what I would like to see. So I don't have a problem removing something out, but I do have a problem removing something out, but not knowing who's going to take care of that line. That's my concern.
Safeguard at this point.
So let's set a month or a board meeting that we can discuss hiring an IT if we wanted to, or investigate other companies, to take over for Syntax or whatever. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
ready to go with Syntax, but, let's, in December, I don't know, I'm just saying, or January, let's set something on an agenda so we know when and we need to investigate.
Right, I think
Definitely,
If I can say, I agree with Leslie, is to keeping track of things.
yes.
And when I say an IT director, it's not adding on top of what we have. What I'm saying is get an employee who will be vested in the district and then remove a consulting firm, I know Landover isn't this, but I'm just saying it's not in addition to, I'm looking more to save money. And I am in agreement that, I understand about the calendar wanting to move forward. I'm just in agreement with the initial package, and I just want to ask, do you have any idea when the calendar is gonna come out? Because I know it was very late last year. Do we have any idea when this will come out?
So our goal is to get it to the, well, Syntax, has parts of it, but to get the completion to them as early as tomorrow, as soon as we get approval,
Yeah.
so they can format, design, and then they send it back to us for another proofing. So there's a going back and forth before it gets to the printer. And once it gets to the printer, that could be,
But what's your
4
goal
weeks.
to get it to parents in the community?
Well, our goal was the second week of August, because that
Let's
was
try
it. So it's ambitious at
Yeah,
this point.
because everything's been put on
Right,
hold.
because January 11th and now we're at, it was July 11th, now we're at July 17th, so we've lost a week. But I do want to say this, an IT director was in the original budget for 24-25. And as we had to cut many things that are needed, that was one of the positions that was cut. Now, the consultant with us from Land Rover is excellent. He is an engineer, network services. And you always have to have that person behind the scenes doing the hard wiring. But because he has this great ability, he's able to do that and also do some additional skill sets that are not always behind the scenes. But even if we had an IT director, they could not be expected to do all that Syntax is doing as a communications firm, because that just wouldn't
Oh, I know,
dovetail.
I think I
yeah.
meant it separate, like the
Okay.
communications firm, I meant like the website, to take over the website and really move away from the consulting firm for IT.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
IT directors, you know, can handle the website and other things like that.
Okay.
But I think that's what, yeah.
How much are we paying the consulting for, like,
Oh, I don't know.
Can you find that out for us
Yes,
and let us know?
yes. Sure. So you do know that although 95 is listed, we will be paying somewhere between 65 and 78. And we will be getting the remainder reimbursed to us next year. And in the budget, we allocated 83,000 for the communications.
Wait, Lisa, I think based on what we learned at last meeting with the reorg, I think that I have to make a motion, am I correct, to just accept that one portion, right? And that's like, because I want to just do the annual communication package. So doesn't this, is it, right, if this motion
Right, so I just have
supersedes the other
what
motion, I know it's like confusing, but,
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yes,
hold on
right.
a second, I just need to make sure that,
so it's 2 votes on the floor, right?
right, so I need to make sure that,
It's called the annual communication package, so I wanna make a motion to accept the annual communication package as well as the hosting and maintenance of district website. So those 2 things together and foregoing the supplemental service.
So we'll have a vote on those 2 items.
Well, that one
and
would
then there's
supersede, and
separate-
then the second one will be the whole thing.
so I just wanna add it all up, so therefore we have the.
Okay.
So I have it at 54,684 for the annual communication and hosting,
And that would be 802.
and maintenance of district website.
I'm saying the smaller amount would be 802.
They're both able.
Yeah.
But isn't it, we pay for it if we use the supplemental services?
Yes, we do use them because we do produce the newsletters. And they do report to the schools when they have events, take pictures,
Right.
and post them onto our official
Mhm.
school website pages, Facebook, Instagram.
But this says, I'm sorry, Dr. Talk to interrupt you, but the annual communications package, it says it right here, that they'll develop up to 4 district newsletters, so that's included in the lower tier. Those things are included.
Right. So under the supplemental, it's the allowance up to 8 pages for each district letter instead of the standard 4. And we usually do the 8 pages, 4 pages front and back makes 8.
Okay,
It's a
and then
little
this,
more.
and then this one also says about, it does have, the video, news stories and stuff, so it's similar, except for there's just more on the supplemental. service.
Yes.
Right.
All right, so I have a motion to approve syntax for the annual communication at $47,834, and also for hosting and maintenance of district website for $6,850, for a total of $54,684. So that's the motion that's on the table right now. And then, what happens after this motion, so that's the motion on the table.
Yeah, let's do that
So we need a
first
second.
and then.
Wendy has a first, because you gave a motion, I need a second for that.
Second.
Caroline is second, right? So right now, we're voting on this,
The lower tier.
the lower tier, right? So this was a motion that was made, we're voting on the lower tier. So all those in favor of just annual communication, posting and maintenance of the district website for a total of $54,684?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Nay. I didn't hear from two people.
This is got her hand up.
I didn't hear from you, maybe.
I came into the meeting thinking that I wanted the base agreement, the annual communications package, but I'm hearing the superintendent telling me that we used the supplemental service last year. So just, that is the case, we used all of the supplemental service?
Yes, we do. Very supportive of the schools.
This representative attended Board of Education meetings? And what were they doing in the Board of Education meetings?
Taking pictures.
And where
They're
were they?
there that if we need anything reported out, if someone needs to contact us the next day to address any concerns, to do a district statement, to take any pictures. So they always have a representative at the meetings, just as a supportive gesture for the district.
Well, I've been at
So-
meetings sometimes, I've, in the past, and I've sometimes been the only person there, I haven't seen somebody else.
So,
The tall young guy, what's his name?
so just so
Isn't it
FYI, just
Yeah,
FYI,
discussion is
ladies and gentlemen, the discussion actually was over, and we're at the voting stage, and I know you still have questions, you're still trying to make a decision, but so now we're kind of going back to discussion, so we're just waiting for you, Wendy.
Okay, so this is to approve just the base scope and the website. We could always add the supplemental if we needed it with the agreement through BOCES. There's an agreement, there's a contract, so if we decided that we really needed it.
My recommendation is that we do need it. The schools have events all the time. We like good press. We're not limited to a set number of press releases. We get the additional press releases with the supplemental package. I think as we work hard to rewrite the narrative of our district and the good things that we are doing, that it's important that we don't have a limit as to how we can tell the story. And so I believe the supplemental package gives us that option.
You know, but we're also trying to launch our first.
Right, so I think, so
Okay.
I don't mean to put the pressure on you, but
We've got 30 days to.
So just as a reminder, the district is not paying
Beginning of school.
the 95,000. Our district rate aid ratio at 62%. The most that we would pay would be 78,000. The least that we would pay would be 65,000.
and we budgeted for 81, 83.
Okay, I apologize, thank you for your patience, thank you for whoever's listening, no.
So the motion fails. Can I have a motion to approve syntax for the academic year of 2024-25? Leslie Prince is first. Carol Seehofer, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All those opposed? So, are you in favor? So I'm voting for, I just voted for it failed, so now I'm voting for the syntax for the year. So, all those, all those in support of having syntax for the year at 95,823, but we only retain roughly between $65,000 and $78,000.
I said yes, Megan said yes.
So I'm waiting for,
Leslie said yes.
I'm waiting for Chris, Wendy, and
No,
Carol. No?
very good for the.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to.
Okay. Carol, okay. So the motion carries 4-3. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, may I add something to that? Can, to Leslie's suggestion, can we try and get that on a calendar for a year to go over the scope if we're using all of it, like the supplemental, maybe
No, December's not a good one, like,
maybe November, quarter of the way, maybe like November, just to go through it?
just
Just some
reevaluate it
benchmark
again.
dates.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
good.
Put
Yeah,
it on
progress
one of the
monitoring, yes,
agendas.
that's a good idea.
This way,
Reevaluate again.
yes.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to adjourn at
So
9:31?
moved.
Second.
Leslie, Wendy, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries 7-0. Thank you for joining us.
We don't have anything